And we're back. Just checking. Okay. I hate when this happens. Uh, and we're back, seemingly. Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened there. No, well, but it's probably because I had to start a new stream because the connection crapped out again. There should be a cool part 2 in there, not in the notification. I think the bandwidth sometimes gets completely taken up and it just breaks my connection. At least I won't be this time singing a Murphy's into the void and then not realizing that I'm actually streaming. I would have kept it if I actually sounded good there, but I didn't, so. I'm kind of suspicious about the Wi-Fi dongle that I have, because it's external, it's not part of the motherboard. So I've been kind of side-eyeing it, that maybe that's causing problems. It technically shouldn't cause problems, but who knows. Certainly not me. Alright. Man, this song just makes me zone out. Brings me back to the times of Monster Hunter World. One of the rare games in my adult life where I just open the game and just hang out in the green, not really doing anything. Just chilling in the game world. That's something that I'm kind of missing. How many Monster Hunter games are there? That's a very funny question because that's one of those series where that has like a billion side series. Hold on, let me check. $25. That's sounds like a number that sounds correct at least. Flash news? You mean like Clash of Clans news? Yeah, I heard that the Supercell was not doing that good. At least. Starting level 16. Not sure how heroes will do in that game. It's funny how it's always... Hold on. Could it be because I'm using Spotify that it's breaking the connection because that is taking extra bandwidth? Because it's the only game that has had this trouble has been Powerwash Simulator 2. But it also could be that it's weekend and they're like evils and gems combined. Actually, I've completely missed the addition of gems and evos. It's kind of cool that that game is still going on. Have our economy option river blessings. No, so it's useless. Pop yourself in the sun under a bed. I like the sounds of Kalama. River wash over you. You might already been familiar with that sound though. I get more memory on this computer, I'll just download Warframe and have like a 2-week period of just Warframe content. I've been wanting to go back to it. I just kinda done everything in it. I spent the hours that I was going to spend on it. But then this song comes on and I just... Guys, hold me back. I want to go back in. And I don't want to leave if I get there. It's kind of funny. That song is from the 1999 update to Warframe, but I'm a 98 kid. I should technically have no nostalgia for 1999. Hi Ulysses. Yeah, I think this might be the last one for today. Vacancies. Air conditioning? Holy shit. Nice. Let's check. I don't know that car. Where's that car? What's the spot there? Should be mostly done. Yeah, this is around here. I guess the correct term would be cacti. Our orange rooms, we have our standard service Tingletown. Ooh, I don't like that. Gently install yourself up on a relaxation bed, nails and feel 1,000 pins read your skin and 1,000 back to a journey throughout the cosmos place around you. Yeah, so far these rooms don't sound good. Kinda cool to have this kind of stuff here, I suppose. Someone was in a hurry. Is that much here? Uh, Wait, there's a new teaser? Hold on. Is it the Steam pages? Steam page, okay, it doesn't update. Hasn't updated here yet. Huh. Well, after this job, I'm gonna have to take a look at it. Okay, sure. Uh, Hold on, let me just set up the picture here. That's fine. Take that off. Assume it's on YouTube. Ooh. I assume this was... Stop. This was uploaded 23 hours ago. Let me put it on screen. That can be bigger. Why was it so small? Whatever. I assume it's this one. Also, hello. Well, at least I haven't seen this one. Let's turn off the music for now. Whoa. Whoa. Oh. That's cool. Also, what am I getting myself recommended? Did you know that when the laws of physics no longer apply, two places can occupy the same space? I mean, yeah, that is what's conveyed here. Hmm. Cool shit. No wonder it's taking a while. If when they're doing about, I thought the stream just ended. The connection broke and forced me to close the stream. So I was still doing the job and get the music back on. But it's gonna end after this. I'm already over 2 hours and not even halfway done with this job. You know any good games on the phone? Some people say that Clash of Clans is a good game. I'm more of a stick ranger kind of guy. Battle Cats. Holy shit, haven't heard of that in a while. Mondustry. Unfortunately, I personally don't have any time for phone games. Even every now and then I download a game on a phone and on my phone and I just play it for a week and I just stop. Breakfast all day? Holy shit. Yeah, breakfast all day. And get some bacon and eggs. And coffee. Fresh towels? Oh no, why am I using this when I have this? It was 100 and... Oh, I forgot. I did do some testing with the soaps, and it seems that the higher rank washers, they cover cover the targeted area faster than lower ranks. So it doesn't seem like it really matters if you want to get the soap stuff. I also haven't been able to play Monster Hunter. I realized that when I stopped the game, you were published. Yeah, I actually have. I've watched the Car Roar 5. It's fun. What's that? Yes, at some point you're gonna have to realize that there are older people here too. Manhunt? No. Uh, Not exactly sure about that game series. It kind of feels like too edgy to me. From what I've seen of it, it doesn't really seem to have any substance outside of, you know, the controversial parts of Manhunt. Also, did y'all see the launch of that Black Ops 7? That thing is abysmal. I'm so glad I never took on the Call of Duty train. After Black Ops 2, I kind of figured out that it's eventually going to end up like how it has ended up. Having a yearly release of a game is just no-go. Sunday. Sunday fun day. That sounds interesting, at least. Oh. That kind of sounds like something from Miniclip or something like that. Center deluxe option, rebirth day. Ugh. Turn into an almost inedible egg where you're gonna surrounded by pure oxygen and soft nutrient gel. That sounds sucky. Ascending to a higher level of consciousness, the egg gently drifts across the room. When the egg reaches the other side, you have to fight your way out and the the door and begin a new life. Reborn. That gotta be real with you. All of these rooms suck. But I guess at least there's a breakfast all day. That's something. Wait, there's an NES game too? What the fuck? Yep. It seems that the new Black Ops is just completely AI, filled with AI. From the campaign, they just drop you in a Warzone map and pretend that you're playing a campaign. And also I just look at the story of like the campaign in there, and just reminded that this game, that game series used to be cool. Of the Call of Duties that were out there, the Black Ops series was always the one that interested me, and to see that it's the first one to go down this route. It's a real shame. That was like, yeah, that was like the only Call of Duty series that actually had any potential, and they squandered it. Just because the fucking Activision, it demands that you have to use AI in your workflow. No, it's Microsoft, not Activision. And to think that there's like 11 studios and publishers sign off the new Black Ops. Why do you need that many publishers is one question. And second question is why? It's just why? But I knew it was eventually going to be like this. You cannot make a game like Call of Duty every single year and not expect them and not have it become just slop eventually. Personally, I think Call of Duty became slop a while back, but it got kind of revitalized when they did the whole Modern Warfare thing and they well, Warzone stuff happened. But eventually you cannot even do that every single year. So it was always going to end up like this. I don't know. they spent a lot of money in the game and ended up with a pile of trash that apparently is like 63% like down in sales from the previous game. I think either there's gonna be a major reevaluation, which I'm not really seeing going to happen because of the way Microsoft works. They would have to reevaluate the entire like psychology of Microsoft to get something changed here. So I think Call of Duty is eventually going to just disappear because there's gonna be still plenty of Call of Duty games, but eventually the publishers, the publishers, they will just look at the sales of Call of Duty and they will just drop it quietly out of the studios that make those games. They just get cut off quietly, and maybe they try to give it up to another studio and it doesn't work out. I wouldn't say Nintendo ruined modern gaming. I mean, yeah, Nintendo has its own Disney kind of problems, but all the major like AAA studios, well, the PlayStation and Xbox, those have their own problems. Sony just kind of doesn't do anything seemingly, while Microsoft is just doing. I guess I can somewhat see that. Luckily, Valve is actually like bringing some competition into the game. And about time too. I'm actually kinda excited for the Steam box. How many more Mario games is gonna be made for the cheapest amount? Okay, Mario games, they haven't been doing that much. Like, sure, they do Mario Kart, but and like the spin-off games, but they actually spend like good amounts of effort in Mario games. It's again mostly just the Disney kind of problems with Nintendo and Mario. Yeah, that's kind of something to say about Nintendo games. Like people, even like Wii games, people still play. It's getting harder to play Wii games because yeah, the discs they kind of the because the poor disc quality. But even the consoles, Nintendo consoles that kind of flopped, got like GameCube, people still love those games. Actually, yeah, Pokemon games are their own problem. I have my own thoughts about them, but maybe someday I'll talk about Pokemon more detailed. I have my own hot takes about Pokemon. Console, just debate. People, people like having like the genuine thing. Like collectors, they like playing the games on the original hardware, and usually that's because they have the money to do that. And I get that. If I could boot up my PlayStation 2 every now and then, I would. Unfortunately, the disc reader is broken on the on my PlayStation 2. Okay, I may have misunderstood what you were trying to say, but well, it was well, the PlayStation 2 is with my parents' house, and it was just one day we just wanted to, for nostalgia's sake, boot up the good old console, but we were kind of drunk, everyone, so I tried to be the. I was basically telling everyone that it's a kind of bad idea that anyone would be doing any electrical work that day, that night. I have a hard time believing that all of the discs that we tried were actually uh, beyond repair either. So yeah, I think it's the disc reader that was the problem there. And that console was cool. We got this little tiny model, and we bought this little screen on it so we can actually play without a monitor. It was a tiny screen and it didn't look that great to watch that, but it was awesome just to have that little thing there. Damn, 20 years with Xbox 360? Personally, I try not to pirate. But you do what you do. Oh, you're. I see. It could be that there's the you try to emulate the 3D thing out of the console, and that's causing problems. I'm not sure exactly, but that makes sense to me. That would cause a. Okay. Oh yeah, definitely this is gonna be the last job for today, nearing the 3rd hour mark. Oh, I see. I don't remember exactly anything weird about 3DS. But then again, I haven't really uh, looked into that stuff. Oh yeah, there was the 2DS. That was kind of weird. Hey, you wanna buy a Nintendo DS 3DS that is not a 3DS? Don't buy a DSi. Buy this instead. Oh yeah, you were doing this stuff on the phone. That makes sense, that makes sense. I never... my DS consoles were just the DSi XL. I never got the 3DS. I wanted to get it at some point, but time just moved on. Those consoles were cool. on, let me... the DS XL was amazing too. I gotta... Well... Yeah, think about the DSi XL. I before I realized how stupid the idea was, I was very young back then, I took the freaking DSi XL into the sauna and played games there. In a fucking sauna, and it still works. I could go back home and pick it up and put charge the battery and it would work still. I don't know what magic stuff they used back then, but I had a brown DSXL and there he just looked good. Yeah, also see ya, all in one. Yeah, I got my DSi, it was a wine red DSi XL. Yeah, I'm gonna look into opening up my Pro controller so I can actually clean it up every now and then. But then I just look at the process of opening the poor thing, and I just realize why I haven't done that. Oh my god! Holy shit! I cannot count. Yeah, it was like a really cool. I guess it's the problem with the DSi was that it was kind of too close to being just another DS. Spent so much time on the Flipnote app. That was so cool also, the Flipnote app. Just giving kids the ability to make their own animations. I guess. Man, could you imagine how fucking how crazy Flipnote would go these days? Yeah, I'm more talking about the online version part of the thing. There was some restoration attempts, I think, but I haven't checked how well that stuff is going. Man, the closest some people will ever get to Flipnote is the "Let's go gambling" meme. Doesn't the 3DS also have the Flipnote Studio that has actually more colors to it? I like the version of Flipnote that has less colors. Sometimes I keep forgetting. I forget how old the Breaking Bad actually is. To me, it was like a 2019 when I first became aware of it. Where's that? Ah, I see. And you ride a dragon, but don't buy your race on the road and controls. That sounds like a DSi game. Or DS game. I miss the old trash. Games used to be bad in a very specific kind of way. Now it's just slop. I mean, that would kind of slap, actually. Imagine playing this game with a stylus. It would be like Metro Prime Hunters. These days you could never actually have a Cory in the House game. And that's a shame. Like, sure, there was plenty of like corporate bullshit games that were just thrown into consoles back then. But that's when companies used to take risks. Now it's all just risk aversion. Guaranteed profits are the only thing that they care about. So you don't even get shovelware anymore. all you get is now is just Fortnite. And Fortnite, but it's Call of Duty instead. That's kind of why I've switched mostly on indie games. Indie games make, at least they try to like take risks, to have something interesting. Well, yeah, I miss Chibi Robo. I heard that it's a good game. I see what you did there. Here, fan, falcon the wall. Falcon the wall on the other side, I suppose. Where's the bullshit? There's nothing there. Well, I guess I did it. First bug that I've seen in this game. It's bar puppy love or something like that. Like yes, we're on the DS. We are. And we're stop. Yeah, there's no arguing that. But it still feels very different how bad games back then were and how they are now. Anyways, deal or deal is honestly worth it. Anyways, it's gonna be it for today. Streams will be back on Tuesday. And it should be normal schedule for a while at least. Yeah, they do. Anyways, Noita is back in the menu on Tuesday. I'm gonna have a fun day tomorrow, so see ya.